Welcome back. I'm so glad you decided to come back. I realize opening myself up to this online world, there's going to be a lot of trolls, as everyone calls them. So if you like some of this content, or you want my opinion, which I'm under no assumption anybody really cares about my opinion, but have any good feedback. I love positivity. I'm all about energy. So please, please, please send that kind of stuff, because I'm sure there'll be enough really negative stuff. So I would certainly appreciate it. Speaking of good positivity, God loves nurses. Thought I would definitely put that in there just as a shout out to the nurses right now during COVID. So let's talk about part 3 here of this. I honestly have so much content. I could talk for hours, so I'm trying to kind of break it up a little bit for you. I would tell you that it's important for you to know that this is not about trashing men ever. I love men. I have had amazing experiences dating, probably more good than bad. I have had, which is not everyone's situation. I have many friends that I've been on dates with, that I've been in relationships with, that are still my guy friends, and I adore them. And each one has definitely brought something into my life in an amazing way and taught me something. And it just gives me one more thing, that is important to me, that I learned from them. So all those things are really important. So I just want to start with that. So today's content is going to be about the age difference. Dating younger, women dating younger, and men dating younger, and why it's such a big thing. I can only talk from my experience, but I found it very interesting when you date different ages, and just how much more natural it is. This is not me saying I don't love older, guys or guys that are my age, because I do, and I've had great experiences there too, but there's definitely this interesting difference I find in my own personality when I'm with younger guys. So I'm trying to kind of analyze it as I talk about a little bit too. First, I want to say it's no one's business. If I want to date somebody that's 28 and I'm 52, that's my business. And judge me and you will walk in my shoes. That's the first thing. Men do it all the time. And J-Lo and Madonna, I love it. They're like, why is it a big deal? It's not a big deal. And you never feel like you are the age that you are anyway. I feel everyone kind of sticks in that 25, and they're like, that's who they see themselves as. So if you can do it, ladies, why not? And I will say that you can tell the difference between a young guy that, let's say, is hitting you up on Bumble or on one of the apps, that's just like, oh, the whole cougar thing, which I hate that word. I don't troll bars for younger guys. I don't reach out to younger guys on dating apps. If they come after me, or in person, if somebody comes up and wants to talk to me and we strike up a really good conversation, then I will absolutely go for it. I'm not going to be like, yeah, he's too young. Sometimes it's a little young, and I think it's my own hang up, I think, more than anything. I don't, I'm a mom of a son who's 20. I'd be like, I'm going to go after her, so I get that. Like, I do worry about that. But if somebody's like, 29, 30, they're a man at that point, and I think they can make their own decisions. I think that's, I still have that little tweak in the back of my mind, like, oh God, because you want someone's parents to like you no matter how old you are. And it can be an issue. So there are things, but I will say the first thing I want to say about that is younger men are super open. Life hasn't happened. They, in a way that it has for a guy that's been married and divorced and been through it. And I get that too, because I've been through it. But I'm a very young at heart person. I'm very open with my emotions. And I feel as though younger men are just, the walls aren't up, right? And that's not all older men have walls up, but that's just what my experience has been. They're not as vulnerable, older guys, understandably, but I think that could be a good lesson for older gentlemen to be like, let the walls down a little bit, right? Just a little bit. So I'm a little definitely more free spirit, don't really care. I think almost more myself when I first start dating a younger guy. Like, you're going to get more of me, because maybe in the back of my mind, I'm like, okay, is this really going to go anywhere? So I'm less worried about things where I might be harsher on the relationship or more critical of an older guy if he's not checking some of the boxes. Where a younger guy, I'm like, oh, this is going to be fun. And I let some of those boxes get unchecked, because I'm like, when else am I gonna, right? When am I gonna wait till I'm 60 to do this? I hope so, but I'm just saying. No, but I think we all want a meaningful, good relationship with somebody. And part of that is sitting up for hours and being able to talk to someone. And I've just had more of that with a younger guy than I have with an older. But the flip side of that is there's a knowing in an older guy. And when he's had the kind of responsibility that he's had to bear, that he understands that you have too. And you don't know what you don't know. So as a younger man, you don't know that there are things that just this understanding of responsibility, that you're not going to get it until you've walked through it. And that doesn't mean having necessarily children, but just so you can sit down with a guy that's a little bit older and just have more of an understanding. So there's that. So there's pros and cons to both. But again, back to don't judge me, or any woman for that matter, because we're just as attracted to younger men. Listen, just like you see a young woman walking around, she's got a great body, and you're like, I get it, okay? I feel the same way. And incidentally, I feel like women take a little bit better care of themselves as they get older than a lot of guys do. When I'm going through Match, I'm like, you gotta be kidding me, guys. Like, let's keep it together, okay? For all of our sakes, for your own too, because you need to be healthy, right? So that's just one little thing I wanted to, for men in general. And kudos to those that do. The other thing is that younger guys, here's what I don't like. I think younger guys don't say things that they don't mean. I think they say what they mean when they're in that scenario, probably most men. But you guys have to be careful, because you can't say something in the moment and don't think that we're gonna take it to heart, right? And the flip side of that, and something that annoys women that men in general need to not do, sometimes I feel like guys think they can say whatever they want to you and we're supposed to be just kind of cool with it and not get spooked. But God forbid you make us feel safe enough because you said some things and it's nothing even major, but we just are like, hey, we should do this. And all of a sudden you're like a rubber band and you get spooked. That is not okay, because we are not as into you as you think that we are, okay? So check yourself on that. That drives every woman crazy. I've talked to a million women about that. Like, why do they say whatever they want and we're supposed to be like, oh, okay, we're not gonna get freaked out. And then if we say something, they're suddenly thinking, oh my God, we wanna walk down the aisle. We don't, okay? We don't. Yeah, just wanted to point that out. So anyway, so that's sort of my thing. So as far as the age gap goes, let me do my thing. Don't judge me. If I want to date younger guys, within, reason, whatever. If I have something in common with somebody, it's none of your business. And if we have fun and we enjoy each other's company, life is short, one day at a time. And just because, by the way, you're dating somebody younger and it could last 3 years and then it could end, you don't need to go, oh, well, that's because they were such a big age difference. I've dated plenty of guys, we all have, in the same age bracket, and that didn't work out either. So it's about the soul. It's about coming together as two human beings that have common interests, no matter what your age bracket is. And hopefully you can sustain it and be happy. Isn't that what we're all after? What did I just say? Isn't that what we're all after anyway? So anyway, thanks for checking in again. Oh, I have so much content I cannot wait to share. But I really appreciate you. And I need to come up with something at the end, I think, but I'll talk to you soon, I hope. Check back in. Have a good day.